So now in this lesson, we'll learn how we can create the eject button on top of our um, Walkman, more like cassette cover, like somewhere you can say here. Okay. Now we'll do this before going to the headphones because this is first. Let's like finish up our like Walkman, then we will move to the headphones. So I will only keep this like selected. Rest of it, I will hide it. So I will press Control I for invert my selection and press H to hide everything. So everything else will be hidden except for this. Now what I need here is that I want to create like a button here for the eject, and it will be like a lever, like you push it and then it ejects. So I need three meshes here, one for the panel, one for the difference, and one for the button. So I will press Shift A, add my mesh cube. Okay, and then I will like move this upwards here, and now I will press S on the keyboard to make it smaller. This much I want it to make it small. Okay, and it should be somewhere here. Somewhere here. Okay, and slight bigger. S and Y to make it a little bit longer. So it should be something like this. Now this could be a button. Okay, and then what I will do here is that I will go to Object, Apply Scale. Now this will be our like button. Now before duplicating this for the panel line and for the difference, what I'm going to do, I will go inside the edit mode of this box, like this cube, and I will select these edges so I can bevel it. And then what I will do is that I will duplicate them once the beveling is done. So I will press Control B on the keyboard after selecting the edges and increase the number of like segments here. Should be 20. Okay, that's fine. And I will press Tab on the keyboard to go out of this mode. Now, what I'm going to do, this is what I have right now. So I will press Shift D on the keyboard to duplicate this, and I will right click so it will be on top of it. And then I will snap this view here with middle mouse and Alt. And then I will go to my wireframe mode with X-ray mode so I can see what's going on. And I will press S on the keyboard and I will increase the size of it. Now for the difference, it should not be too big, or you can say bigger than the button, slight bigger than button, not as much, or like not too much. This is, I think, fine, but you can see the sides are like kind of perfectly increased, like the width is perfectly increased, but I need to increase the height as well. So S again, and then Y on the keyboard, X on the keyboard to scale it on the X-axis and just even it out. So I think now it should be fine. Okay, so this is good for the difference. Now I will press Shift D on the keyboard to duplicate it again and right click on it. So it will duplicate again for the panel line. Okay, and then what I will do here is that I will again scale it up, and then same technique, this much S and then X-axis. Okay, and I think it should be fine. So I'll press Tab again to go out of this mode, go out of the X-ray mode and wireframe mode. Okay, oh sorry, I have to be outside the edit mode. I went inside the edit mode. So this should be button. I will call this button. This will be my like difference cube. Okay, and this will be my sorry, it didn't got renamed. Yeah, it got renamed. Now this will be my like panel cube. first of all, we will work on the panel line cube. So I will hide this, select the top part of my Walkman, go to the add modifier here, generate Boolean, keep difference. Okay. Let's hide the button as well, and then take the pick, click on it. Okay. Now here I will go to my panel line, mesh, add modifier, and use solidify. Once I'm done, then I will hide this so I can see how is the result. So this is quite good looking one. Okay. And what I can do here is that I can go on here on the top of my, I can go to my panel line cube, and I don't want this much of the gap for the panel line, so I will reduce the thickness a bit. Okay, think a little bit more. So I will just type here. That will be better. So yeah, that is fine, 0.003. Okay. And then I will go back to my top cassette player, apply this. Once it is done, I don't need the panel line cube here. Now I will unhide the difference cube. I'll go back to my Walkman top cassette player cover, add modifier, generate, and then I will choose Boolean here and difference and take this. Okay, let's hide this difference cube to see is everything okay. It is okay, but I think it is like penetrating a lot. So I will take this difference cube and move it slightly upward here. And now if I hide this, so this should be fine. Okay, so I will go back to my top cassette cover, apply. Okay, and I don't need this as well. Now I will go to the button here. Now let's start creating the button. Now what I'm going to do, I will select this, press tab to go to its edit mode, turn on the X-ray mode, go to the vertices, take all these vertices, snap to the top view, and this is what I will do here. Okay. And snap to the top view here. Select these top vertices, click it here, and then I will go back to my normal viewport. I will go outside that mode here. Now, what you can do here is that you can take your faces, pressing 3, okay, going here, E, extrude it a bit high here. Okay, and then I can scale this, but first of all, let's go to top viewport, S, scale it down. This much should be fine. Okay, and then we can bevel these edges. So I will go to the edge mode, pressing 2, selecting any edge, Shift Alt, clicking any adjacent edge, so it will select the whole loop just like this. So Control B, light edges here, this much I think is fine. Okay, so width 0.444, segment I think should be 10 is enough. Now I will select the top part here, press Alt and Shift and select any part of this. Oops. Okay, because it's not a real loop, so you have to select a couple of this, like Shift and then keep on selecting these, then keep the Shift key pressed, then add the Alt key and then click on it, and then it will select all these vertices, all these edges, and then Control B, bevel this, same values, 0.0004, like 0004. Okay, enter. That should be fine. Now the button is ready. You can press tab on the keyboard to go out of this mode. So this is done. I think what you can do here is you can press can go to the tab mode here, X-ray, like your edit mode here, X-ray mode. Select these vertices from the bottom, okay, and go outside the X-ray mode. Move these top here, okay, somewhere here. The reason is that so that we can apply a bevel to it, so it will create a nice looking like panel line or like sort of thing here. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a loop cut, Control R here, click it and drag it a little bit down, and keep the bottom like selected, but I don't want this top part to be selected, so I will go back to my X-ray mode. I will select all these, okay, and then what I'm going to do, I will press S on the keyboard to scale it this much, okay. Once it is done, we'll leave it. Then I will go to my edit mode, my edge mode by pressing 2, select only this edge, then Alt, Shift, and select the edge and adjacent to it, so it will select the whole thing. Let's go out of the X-ray mode so we can see what's going on. Okay, now I will press Control B on the keyboard to bevel it. So I think this much will be enough. And then I will increase the number of segments, maybe 25. Okay, let's see how it will look like from this side. Okay, let's go out of the edge, like edit mode. Okay, so this is how your button will look like, which is, I think, is fine. Now, what we can do, we can take our top part of this, our top cassette player. Okay, one more thing is that I beveled the initial cube and then I duplicated one. So that's why we have this non-uniform, like sort of a minor issue. But you can avoid that by not beveling your initial cube and then first duplicating them as many times you want, and then each one of them accordingly you can bevel it. Otherwise, you will have this non-uniform sort of an error. Okay, which is not a big deal at this point because it's a small part, but it's better to avoid that. Now I will select my top cassette player cover, and then I press tab to go to the edit mode here. Okay, and now what we can do here is that if you will click here somewhere, okay, on this edge, now press Alt and Shift and click on the adjacent edge, so it will select all the edges just like this here. And then similarly, I will do the same thing here, Alt Shift, clicking here. Okay, now everything is fine here, but we don't need this edge. I press Control, deselect this, and then again, Control, deselect this. And now we can bevel it by pressing Control B on the keyboard. Okay. And if you don't see the result, because if you have to zoom out, so it doesn't matter, click anywhere. And once you get this option, you can change from here. So it could decrease or increase based on my results. So not too much, not like less. So I think 0001 should be fine. And maybe 5, okay, will be enough. And then I will press tab on the keyboards to go outside the edit here. So we got this eject button here, and now we can rename this to eject button. And I can just remove this collection because I want everything to be outside the collection. Okay, so I will delete that collection and I will keep all these here. So these are the buttons. Keep them buttons. Oops. Okay, and rest is fine. Okay, so now next class we will move to the headphone and we'll model the headphones. So we are now on the track.